Hi, Angela. Do you have a moment? I have some wonderful news I want to share with you.
Hi, Ellie. What's the news?
We're going on a family vacation soon.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Mom planned it for us. It's somewhere in Europe. I'm so excited.
Europe, that's great.
Oh, by the way, since it's a family vacation, of course you're not coming.
Excuse me?
Oh dear, did you actually think you were included?
Are you saying I'm not part of the family?
Exactly. I mean, you're a high school dropout, right? We don't recognize the low-educated people like you as part of the family.
Jeez.
Not even graduating high school? That's just unbelievable these days.
You're bringing that up again?
Really, it's embarrassing to have someone as uneducated as you in the family. I was against Chad's marriage to you, but my parents liked you, so I reluctantly accepted it.
That's how you feel, huh? Even so, I've been trying my best to study on my own.
That's hilarious. What kind of studying have you done without even finishing high school?
It's the age of online learning now. I couldn't attend school, but I've gained various experiences.
Acting all high and mighty when you haven't accomplished anything? Talking to someone without a degree is exhausting.
Education isn't everything.
That kind of naive thinking is why you're just a high school dropout. I graduated from university and got a job as a full-time employee. I'm not like you, who's just half-baked.
Indeed, I didn't go to university. But judging people based on their education is wrong. Everyone has their circumstances, you know?
Circumstances, huh? But society judges people by their education. Especially people like you who didn't even finish high school.
Even so, I've worked hard in my own way.
Anyway, I don't want to associate with someone as uneducated as you. Seriously, give me a break. Chad could have found someone much better. Well, at least the upcoming vacation will be fun without you. Enjoy holding down the fort. Angela, you are so rude.
What happened, Ellie?
Seriously? This is why I can't stand people with low education. I should have opposed this marriage no matter what.
Why are you so angry? Did I do something wrong to you?
I heard you're coming along. Can't you read the room?
Oh, that.
It's a family vacation. Why are you, an outsider, tagging along?
Are you talking about the Europe trip your mom planned? She invited me too, saying I'm part of the family. I am indeed her daughter-in-law.
I keep telling you to read the room. Don't you understand that was just a polite gesture from her? This is why high school dropouts are so annoying.
Oh, here we go again. You always bring up my education, and it's getting old.
I'm just stating facts. Blame your shameful education for this.
I don't think it's shameful at all.
That's the problem with uneducated people. They can't even realize how embarrassing they are. If I had dropped out of high school, I'd be too ashamed to step outside. Thank goodness I graduated from university.
If I were you, I'd be embarrassed to step outside too. Thank goodness. I'm not as petty as you.
How dare you say that to me? Someone like you going on an overseas trip is absurd. Without a proper education, you probably don't even know Spanish. You'd just be a burden on the trip.
Excuse me? I studied Spanish in middle school.
Middle school Spanish is just hola level. What I need is practical conversation, real conversations. I majored in Spanish at my university.
Your mom told me you failed and had to repeat a year.
That was just because I overslept on the day of finals and didn't get the credits. If it weren't for that, I wouldn't have had to repeat.
But the fact is you did repeat a year.
Questioning my abilities is rude. That was just bad luck. Normally, I did great.
But your mom said you never got an A in your Spanish language classes.
That's because the professors were too strict. They never graded me fairly.
But other students got A's, didn't they?
That was just my bad luck. Anyway, I'm good at speaking in Spanish.
Really? Can you introduce yourself?
My level is meant for more sophisticated situations, not something like that.
Sophisticated situations? Like what?
Like embassy receptions.
Oh wow, a level suitable for embassy receptions. But it'd be great if you could just give me a little demonstration of that sophisticated Spanish right here.
You're so annoying. I'm busy. I don't have time to waste on pointless conversations like this.
Okay. Well, no matter what you say, I'm coming with you guys. I'm looking forward to it too.
You, a high school dropout. How shameless. Someone as dumb as you shouldn't come on the trip. I'll enjoy it enough for the both of us, so you can have fun by yourself. A high school dropout should be satisfied with traveling domestically.
But since your mom invited me, I'll be joining the Europe trip. You can enjoy your domestic travels. I'll let her know you won't be coming.
What? Why would I be traveling domestically? I'm going to Europe with everyone else. You're the one staying behind.
Oh, but I've already traveled to every state.
You dropped out of high school, married my brother, and have been living it up on his money traveling ever since. You're dumb and just spending your time having fun.
I'm not doing it for fun. I've told you many times that I guide domestic tours.
A high school dropout guiding tours? That's just like playing around. I bet your tour participants are all old folks, right?
Yes, many are elderly. But they're very lively, and each trip is a learning experience for me.
Yeah, right. You're just repeating the same old stuff at the tourist spots. It must be tough not being able to get a decent job without a proper education. Guiding old folks is like being a babysitter.
Do they teach you in university to look down on other jobs? If so, I'm glad I didn't go.
You wouldn't understand as a high school dropout. But in college, we have over a month for summer and spring breaks. I've used those breaks to travel abroad.
Oh, so you're an experienced traveler. That's the first I've heard of it.
Even for a college graduate like me, traveling abroad can be full of trouble. Let me tell you, traveling with a high school dropout is just too dangerous.
Sigh.
People abroad can sense the foolish aura of someone like you. So just being with you could make us targets for pickpockets or other dangers.
Don't worry, I'm good at dealing with such situations.
High school dropouts. They don't realize how dumb they are but have all the confidence in the world.
You too?
Don't lump me in with you. I'm a degree holder, you're not.
Yeah, sure. I'm human and you're a rat.
What did you say?
Rats can survive anywhere, but they love dirty places.
Hey, that's way too rude.
You judge people based on their education, just like rats persistently search for cheese.
That's not true. Anyway, as a daughter, I don't want to put Mom and Dad at a risk during the trip. That's why you shouldn't come with us.
I also want them to have a great time on the trip. That's exactly why I should go with them.
You're so persistent about going because you've never been abroad. If you want to go that badly, why don't you just study some foreign languages first?
Then maybe you should study ethics. Don't judge people by their education. Don't be mean to your sister-in-law. Ethics is something you're supposed to learn in elementary school.
I don't need that. I'm a college graduate.
There really are people who have education but no common sense. It makes me sad to think about how much money your parents spend on your education. At least I want them to enjoy their trip.
If you don't come, it'll be a fun trip. You, the high school dropout, can stay home and study Spanish.
It's going to be hard without me as a local guide, you know.
What?
Your parents want to stay in a rural town in Sicily. I have friends there from when I did a homestay. We'll be using public transportation. Without me as the guide, it'll be very difficult.
Wait a minute. Isn't the trip to places like Paris or Madrid?
No, it's a rural town that you won't find in most travel magazines.
No way. Sicily sounds inconvenient.
It's not as convenient as a city, but it has its own charm. The local markets have fresh fish and fruits, and you can interact with the locals.
Markets? But I want to go to more touristy places.
Then you can see the beautiful beaches of Taormina and the majestic views of Mount Etna. Sicily is a treasure trove of nature. Guidebooks won't be much help there. I think it'd be better if someone like me who speaks Italian was there.
Italian? Wait, you speak a foreign language?
Yes, and Spanish too. I lived in Italy from 15 years old until I became an adult.
Oh my god. You have experience living abroad?
Because of my parents' work, I went with them. Instead of attending high school there, I stayed with the host family and learned the language and culture.
So that's why you can speak Italian and Spanish too? But it's been years since you returned to the States. You probably can't speak it anymore.
I now use that experience to work as a travel guide. I guide tourists from Italy and Spanish-speaking countries. So I'm still fluent in everyday conversation.
What? You're guiding foreign tourists?
Yes. It's quite popular and I have many repeat customers and referrals. Even though it's a job that can be done by a high school dropout, there is a shortage of Spanish-speaking guides. I'd love for a college graduate like you who is confident in Spanish to consider a career change.
No, I'm fine. I love my current job.
Oh, come on. I was just joking. You're working as a cashier at the local supermarket with your college degree. You can use your degree to the fullest there.
Do Mom and Dad know about this? That you can speak Spanish and Italian?
They do. That's why they invited me on the trip. They said they couldn't ask for a more reliable family member.
Even though I, the college graduate, am going with them?
And I have travel experience. But since you're so insistent that I don't come, I'm sorry for your parents. But I'll sit this trip out. You can be the guide instead.
Me? Impossible. I've never been to the countryside of Sicily. I rely on guidebooks.
Oh, come on. Show off that college degree of yours. I'll just stay home quietly.
Wait.
I just contacted your mom. She said not to worry about what you said and that I should come along. What should I do? Should I text her back saying I'm not fit for the trip since I'm a high school dropout?
No need to do that. I'll allow you to join the vacation this time. Mom and Dad want everyone to go together. I'm an adult, so I'll respect their wishes.
No, we need to respect minority opinions too. I'll tell her again that I'll be sitting this one out.
I said don't do that. It's great you're coming on the trip with us. Since we're taking you along, make sure you don't cause any trouble while we're there.
Your parents are the ones taking us. You're not paying a single cent, right?
This conversation is over. Just because you can speak foreign languages, don't get cocky. You're still a high school dropout. So I'll be relying on you to guide us on the trip.
Ellie, we're way past our meeting time.
Oh, hey. I was just about to call you. Where is everyone?
We're at the airport, of course. It's already boarding time. Everyone's worried because you haven't shown up. Are you stuck in the bathroom or something? You're at the airport, right?
Not yet.
What? We agreed to meet at the airport after everyone did their own things. Some wanted to shop, others wanted to sightsee.
I was the only one who wanted to shop, and everyone else went sightseeing. I just wanted to show off that I could go alone.
Oh, you shouldn't have been so hard-headed and should have come along with us.
Shut up.
Where are you shopping now? If it's near the airport, you might still make it.
I'm done shopping. I'm in the taxi now.
Okay, you should be here soon then. Glad you'll make it.
I'm not so sure about that.
Huh?
I thought I told the driver to go to the airport, but we just passed it.
Tell the driver to turn around. Simple English will work.
I've tried that several times. I think he's asking for more money. He's scary and I don't know what to do. He keeps looking at me through the rearview mirror.
Oh no, but you need to stay calm.
Easy for you to say.
Can you see any landmarks? Do you know where you are?
I see a deserted street. Am I being kidnapped?
Probably not. Maybe a robbery. Can you discreetly call the police and tell them where you are and the details of the taxi?
That's impossible. There's no way I can call the police in a foreign country.
But you won't make your flight otherwise.
That's why I called you. Help me out. I don't want to be stuck here.
Too late, we're already boarding. I can't leave my in-laws and husband to fly back alone, so I'm going with them. You'll have to manage on your own.
Are you leaving me behind?
Calm down. You're a college graduate. You can handle this, right? You said you're good with travel mishaps.
I didn't expect this kind of trouble. Why is this happening to me?
Maybe you look like a dumb tourist or something.
What?
Yeah, because you look dumb and give off an easy prey vibe. Even foreigners can see it.
Don't call me dumb. I'm a college graduate, unlike you.
Sure, very impressive. Use that education to handle this calmly. We'll see you back in the States. Good luck getting home, Ellie.
Wait. What are you saying? Get off the plane and come help me. But you're already in the air, aren't you? Angela, what should I do? Please don't leave me.
Ellie managed to get out of the taxi, but her wallet was stolen. She couldn't buy a ticket home and ended up sleeping in the airport for a few days. She tried asking locals for help, but the language barrier was overwhelming. Without any food, she had to rummage through trash to survive. It was quite miserable for her. Eventually, she resorted to begging on the streets to gather enough money to buy a ticket. About 10 days after we returned home, she finally made it back, looking completely worn out. Since then, she's been very quiet and hasn't bragged about her education anymore. She says she never wants to travel abroad again. But maybe this trip was a good lesson in humility for her.
Irene, are you free this weekend? You must be, right? I can't imagine you having anything to do, right? Hello, Sharon. Rude right from the start today, huh? You're as sarcastic as ever. I'll be visiting you this weekend. What? You mean tomorrow? Isn't that a bit sudden? What do you mean sudden? I'm your sister-in-law. You are Travis's sister. Don't you like seeing family? You're cold. I'll be there around noon. I've already decided it's too late to say no. No, I'm busy tomorrow. You'll be home all day, right? Travis told me. I'm busy anyway. I don't have time tomorrow. What do you mean you're busy? Tell me. The event starts tomorrow. It's the 3rd anniversary of the Tiger Cat project. That's an online game, right? You're busy with a game event? Is that the only thing a stay-at-home nerd can look forward to? You're a deadbeat. Don't be so rebellious. No, it's not that I'm looking forward to it. Yes. Okay. Go play your game. I'll come visit you tomorrow. It's already decided. I'm really confused. You're a parasite. You don't get to decide. At your age, leeching off your parents? A deadbeat. I'm not leeching off anyone. There are so many people like you. You take your privileged circumstances for granted. You don't do anything, but you act like a victim, like you're the one who's struggling. Making excuses about being busy with a game event? That kind of excuse won't even work in kindergarten. Seriously. I don't know what you mean. Anyway, I'm going there tomorrow. Okay, I'll make time. And my brother is coming with you, right? I'm going alone. Travis is working on his day off. Why are you coming here alone then? You're really difficult. Travis is going to inherit the family assets. It'll all be mine eventually. I don't care about that. I've already talked about it with my brother. Right? So at any time, I have free access to your condo too. Because your condo was bought by your parents. That means it's my house too. What kind of logic is that? There's no logic to it. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. You really have no taste, do you? What? Do you have some kind of disease that stops your heart if you don't say something rude? I was just being honest. You're ruining the apartment. What do you mean ruining? I've been cleaning and tidying up. Don't you have eyes? The whole place is filled with computers, nerdy video game stuff. It's a total mess in a high-rise apartment in Manhattan. I can't believe it. I'm not bothering anyone. Besides, it's all necessary. Don't you feel bad for your parents? My parents have nothing to do with it. Who do you think you have to thank for living in a high-rise? You don't have appreciation for your parents. You turned the high-rise apartment into a deadbeat pad, and you're playing video games all day long, living off your parents, and you don't care? What is it with you since yesterday? I don't like you. That came out of nowhere. I'm living with my in-laws, and I don't have any room to breathe, and you're living comfortably in a high-rise. Well, that's not my fault, is it? I only left because you wanted your own room, right? I did what you wanted, so how can you say you don't like me? Why is my room your hand-me-down? Because of you, I really had to move in with them. My fault? You and my brother decided to move in together, didn't you? I had no choice but to move in with them. Paying rent would have been such a waste. Then it's good. It's not good at all. Why do we have to live with his parents when you get to live in a high-rise? Why? I only moved out because I couldn't live at my parents' house anymore. That's why I'm saying it's your fault. I wasn't told that there was a high-rise separate from the parents' house. If I had known, I would have chosen the high-rise from the beginning. No, I'm not following you at all. What part of that is my fault? I'm the one who was kicked out by my sister-in-law. You are so stupid, aren't you? To put it simply, so that even a stupid nitwit can understand, it means that you should get out of there, and we'll move into the high-rise. Is that what my brother says? I haven't told Travis yet, but I bet he'll say it's better that way. Oh, that's what's happening. You're going off on rampage on your own. What? Are you kidding? It's true. Travis is strangely nice to you, but I'm his wife. In the end, you do as I say. My brother would never tell me to leave here. I think you'd better give up on this now. We're thinking of having a baby soon. I see. So what? You're not very perceptive. We don't even have a nursery in this house. We'd have plenty of room in that high-rise apartment, wouldn't we? Environment is important for raising kids, you know. Then why don't you buy your own home when you have kids? It's not right to steal your sister-in-law's house when your family grows. Huh? Don't talk to me about robbing people. It's not just about getting our stuff back. Your stuff? This condo doesn't belong to my brother or you. I know it's not in our name now, but Travis will inherit it eventually. Really, this isn't going anywhere. You're the one who isn't going anywhere. You'd better brace yourself. What are you doing? Oh, what are you talking about? I leave the house for a day and my apartment is empty. Only you would do this, right? Oh, I cleaned it for you. Deadbeat's room looks different now that it's clean, doesn't it? What did you do with the stuff in my apartment? I had a buyer take it away. It didn't amount to much, though. Oh, I'll take that money as a fee for the trouble. What do you think you're doing? How did you get into the apartment in the first place? I got a duplicate key from the last time I was there. The spare key was missing, and it was you. You didn't get it. You stole it. That's a crime. It's not a crime because it will eventually be mine. Are you still talking like that? You haven't talked to my brother? That man is too lenient on you. He's always insisting that the condo belongs to Irene. Do you have some kind of a power over Travis? But it doesn't matter how much you threaten him. It won't change the fact that Travis will inherit the property. As Travis's wife, I will protect the property from his greedy, deadbeat sister. Well then, I'll talk to my brother. Oh? Suddenly you've become more sensible. I certainly can't talk to you. Hey, what's going on? What's this all of a sudden? I'm busy. Please make it quick. Travis is talking about divorce. What's going on? Your father-in-law and mother-in-law are really mad too. Yeah, my brother was really pissed, wasn't he? I don't think I've ever seen my brother that mad before. What are you laughing at? What did you say to Travis? Take it back now. You said disrespectful things to me anyway, things that are not true. I told it like it is. It seems like my sister-in-law has really misunderstood things, and it's getting out of hand, LOL. What do you mean by misunderstanding? We were just trying to move into an apartment that will eventually be ours. First of all, that's where you're mistaken. What's the misunderstanding? The high-rise belongs to your father-in-law, right? You're renouncing your inheritance, aren't you? If that's the case, it will be Travis's sooner or later. What belongs to Travis belongs to us. This condo is mine. It's in my name. Huh? You even had the name changed? What lengths will you go to leech off your parents? I bought it. Huh? There's no way you can afford a high rise. You're a deadbeat, but you won't stop lying. I originally bought it as an office for my company. I'd rather use the money for an office than have it taken away for taxes. That's the way it was. What? Your company? Don't tell me it's not some kind of home security office. You have a very vivid imagination. Well, it's my home and office. So you could say I'm a home security guard and my business is a smartphone game development company. You're doing that? That's a lie because you're a deadbeat. I told you the other day, didn't I? I was busy with the Tiger Cat Project event. What? Don't tell me. That game is yours? Yes, my company developed it. So you really own that apartment? That's what my brother said, right? I'm not a deadbeat. I bought the condo myself with the money I earned. You misunderstood everything and have insulted me a lot. My parents are more upset than I am. I'm sorry for not knowing. Sorry? You think that's going to make up for it? What do you mean? Anyway, why don't you and Travis talk about it? I'm looking at divorce. I don't know anything about your family. Get divorced or whatever you want. Travis is your brother, right? Are you saying you're okay with divorce? I think you should divorce for my brother's sake. I consider you my real sister. We're family, aren't we? I don't consider you family. I'm sorry for everything I've done. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. So you think that makes it okay? Selling the stuff in your room, then I'll pay you back the money I sold it for. Is that okay? No, it's not okay, is it? There are some things I can't easily buy back. Like video game goods, right? You can buy them again on eBay or something. You're rich, aren't you? You're the CEO of a popular game development company, right? I can certainly buy my personal stuff again. But I told you, it's the company's office too, right? What? What do you mean? We had equipment that was necessary for our business, and the expensive stuff was leased. What expensive stuff? I got about $1,000 for everything, okay? You probably called a dodgy buyer anyway. Some of the computers alone were over $10,000 each, you know. A computer can't be that expensive. At the most, they should have cost $1,000. You are trying to trick me just because you know a little bit about it. Why would I try to trick you after all this? $1,000 is for home use, right? My main computer cost $25,000. If you take out the household goods, the cost of the equipment alone would easily exceed $100,000. As for the leased equipment, I'm sure you'll have to pay compensation as well. You're not saying you'll file a claim, will you? Of course we will make a claim as a company. We're having our contracted attorneys prepare it for us. Of course, I will personally bill you for the household goods. There's no way I can pay that! That's not all. What more? What more is there? Thanks to you, our business has been suspended for several days. We'll bill you for those damages as well. What are you talking about after only a few days? Damages are only a few thousand, right? It's a bit harsh to charge that as well. You don't know how much our company makes per month, do you? Our sales are around $500,000 a month. This time, the implementation of a major event was delayed by 3 days. Since we were late, our damages are about $200,000. There's no way I can pay that much! And if you're going to charge me, you're practically charging your brother! He's already going for divorce, isn't he? So it's you who will have to pay. I'm never getting a divorce! Tell that to my brother. So you should convince Travis too. I'm a housewife. If we get divorced, I won't have any money. Then I'll go bankrupt. Then I won't have to pay anything. If you maliciously harm someone, that compensation won't be subject to discharge through personal bankruptcy. Don't use complicated words out of the blue. I have no idea what you mean. It means that my claim for compensation will not disappear even if you file for bankruptcy. I won't forgive you until you pay me back. But I can't pay what I can't pay. Then I don't have a choice. But you know, foreclosure is waiting for you, don't you? Foreclosure? We're a family. You don't have to push me that hard. You were trying to kick me out of my condo and you call us family? You disrespected me like I was a deadbeat, and now it's too late to apologize. It was a misunderstanding. I'm sorry. I apologize, so forgive me. Oh, by the way, the police will be there soon. The police? Hey, wait! What are you talking about? Because it's a crime, isn't it? Stealing a spare key, breaking and entering, and to top it off, you stole everything in the apartment. It's a crime even though you're my relative? Isn't it obvious? I filed a crime report. I didn't know that! You're such a pain in the ass. Then why don't you just explain it to the police by saying, please forgive me because I didn't know? There's no way they're going to listen to you. Oh, then am I going to be arrested? I don't want to go to jail. I can't. Please reflect on what you've done. I just wanted to live in a high-rise and I'm being treated like this. Don't you feel sorry for me? Don't you feel sorry for me, right? I don't. Don't you have a human heart? That's you, isn't it, Miss Smith? Oh no, you're treating me like an outsider, Miss Smith. Call me Sharon like you always have. Help your poor sister-in-law. You'll help me, won't you? I'm a stranger now. As a business owner, it's kind of bad to associate with criminals. That's why I'm blocking you. Our lawyer will be in touch with you soon. You know, I'm an only child and I always wanted a sister. That's why I was so happy to get married and have a sister like you. And to have a sister who is a developer of a very popular game. As a sister, I'm so proud. We are not blood related, but we are sisters after all. We've had our little misunderstandings, but we're sisters and will always be. I'm so proud of you. Hey, it's not marked as red. Come on. Did you really block me? Please do something. Sharon was subsequently arrested for theft and trespassing. After the trial, she was given a solid criminal record, although she did not get any jail time. Naturally, she ended up divorcing my brother as well. I sued Sharon both as a company and as an individual. After another trial, Sharon was ordered to pay a total of $250,000. I had a tough time, but I'm the type who doesn't stay down after a fall. I wanted to use the experience of this trial to my advantage. I developed a new smartphone game, Revenge Trial, in which a lawyer is the main character. It was a big hit, and the company's performance improved even further.
You're just a wife, so you better not be using hot water for cleaning. I just added a little hot water. It's so chapped and it stings. Don't talk back to me. I was right to come back and get what I forgot. I didn't realize you were so sneaky when I'm not around. You don't have to say it like that. I'd want to give you a beating, but I've got a tea party with a friend. You better remember when I come back home. You're going to redo all the cleaning. It's hard to clean during the winter. Yesterday, you were worried about Lindsay saying it must be hard to clean at school when it's cold. Wife and grandchildren are two different things. I don't care if you bleed or lose fingers. I don't care at all. You're so cruel. Do all the cleaning and weeding with your bare hands. Use cold water, rain or shine 24/7. How many times do I have to tell you? I'm doing everything as you say. As punishment for using hot water, you're not having dinner tonight. I didn't eat anything yesterday. Just drink water. It won't kill you. That's too cruel. Are you disobeying your mother-in-law? You have some nerve. I'd like to see your parents' faces. Oh, right, they're not here anymore. Don't talk bad about my parents. It's true. They're the ones who made this useless human being. That's too much. I don't have a penny to spend on the wife. Even drinking water is a waste. Just don't eat or drink. Why are you so... You don't like me that much? I'm just educating the wife. Are you still trying to talk back to me? Have you forgotten what happened a month ago? You mean the time I was sick and had no choice but to order takeout for dinner? The next day, my clothes were soaking wet. I never thought you'd do something like that to me. I just did your laundry. In the closet? Maybe there was a leak or something. You did a bad thing, so maybe God was just punishing you. I just couldn't move because I was sick. You're overreacting. You act normal to me in front of Alex and Lindsay. Of course, I have no choice but to do that for the wife's education. I don't want to be the bad person because of you playing the victim. You only do it when they're not around so you don't get caught. If you don't say anything, it won't be a problem. It's not normal to make threats like that. I can't take it anymore. I'll talk to Alex. Fine, tell Alex. He's going to throw you out anyway, and he'll only make it quicker. What are you talking about? You're so pathetic. You don't know anything. Alex is divorcing you. What? They're already talking about remarrying. She's beautiful and very rich. Don't bullshit me. He hasn't shown any signs of that, and I don't believe you. He's keeping it a secret from you. They had dinner together the other night. They're perfect for each other. Alex, that can't be. You can't be serious. Poor you. You'll be all alone soon. I'll raise Lindsay at home. You're going to take away my daughter too? She'll be poor with you. She's only 7 years old. She'll be fine with her new mommy. I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry for your loss. Oh yeah, you'll have to clean up the other apartment first thing tomorrow morning. What? The other apartment? Your husband's study. There's no point in having a dead man's study. I want to use it as a storage place. It's your last job, so do it properly. Okay. I can't think straight. What's going on? Did Alex really do that? Is Lindsay unhappy when I'm around? I'm sorry. I'm confused. My name is Angela, a 35-year-old housewife. 6 months ago, my father-in-law passed away, and my mother-in-law cried that she missed us, so we decided to move in with her. But that was a mistake. As soon as I moved in with my mother-in-law, she changed. She started to bully me. Many people made me annoyed by my weak attitude. My parents died early in life, and I grew up in a relative's home, but I was treated like a servant. If I did as I was told, if I didn't complain, I could eat food. I would never get hurt. I was unconsciously influenced from my past. I always think, if my husband and daughter are happy, I just have to put up with it. I hate myself for this. And now, my brain is in a panic because of what my mother-in-law told me. All I can think about is the loop of questions. I trust Alex, but my mother-in-law's words keep flickering, and I'm afraid to listen to them. But then, my mother-in-law pushes even harder. I turned off the breaker at the other apartment. Heating is a luxury for a housewife. What? It's a waste of electricity for a wife who's just cleaning the room. What are you talking about? It's below freezing temperatures. Without heating, I'll freeze. Then just freeze. The heat is off, isn't it? Oh no, it doesn't work. The breaker is outside. You can't turn it back on. I'll just go outside. What? It won't open. It won't work. It won't work. It's locked with a deadbolt and a padlock. Why are you doing this? It's been extremely cold since yesterday. There's a lot of snow on the ground. Big icicles are forming. Maybe we should do a sword fight. Stop joking around. Below freezing, no heat. The windows are shut with bars. There's not even a phone in the house. The worst. I mean, that's the best environment. I don't want to be harassed anymore. Please open the door. It's so cold. I can't. I'm going out now. What? Stop joking. Please. Hey, you know what? There's a trick up there. A loophole? No. My husband was a writer, right? Sometimes he didn't like to hear from editors. Huh? I asked a friend of mine who's a radio enthusiast to install a jamming device in the room. One push of a button and this whole place goes out of range. This switch right here, next to the breaker. Oh my God! Switch is on! Alex is now a single man. Saves the trouble of getting a divorce. You're useless, so there's nothing to do. Don't come out as a ghost, okay? I won't be able to see the text anymore, but goodbye forever. Say hello to my husband on the other side. Where are you, Angela? Don't tell me you're still at the other apartment. I locked the door thinking you finished cleaning long ago. I opened the door right away. Please, please be alive. Nice try, but I'm still alive. Huh? Is this the fake text to make it look like an accident? You deleted the text you sent when you locked me in. How in the world? It's all thanks to Lindsay. What? What can a 7-year-old do? That other apartment was Lindsay's secret play area, and she built a hidden passage. She found me lying on the floor and immediately contacted Alex. How did she get in touch with him? Lindsay's cell phone was out of range. Anyway, she rushed to your house to get a blanket to keep me warm. She realized the landline at your house works and called Alex in tears. The 3 of us are at the hospital now. What? Alex too? Of course! He called an ambulance as soon as he heard from Lindsay. He even left work early and rushed to the hospital. I see. Lindsay has something she wants to say. I'll hand over the phone. I won't forgive you, bitch! Lindsay? I can't believe a girl would say that. Shut up! You're a piece of shit who did terrible things to Mommy. Grandma is always nice. Don't say that. Shut up! I'll turn into a sketchy star and punish you. Come on, count your sins. I never thought Lindsay was so barbaric. I guess her mother's bad parenting came around. Calm down. This is a line from a hero that Lindsay is addicted to. What? It's from a TV show called Go Power Rangers. I'm surprised. But it doesn't change the fact that she's angry. She doesn't even want to see you anymore. Oh, it's just a misunderstanding. I'm so glad you're okay, Angela. I'm so happy I'm about to cry. It's so obvious. You tried to lock me up and make me disappear. How can that be? My memory's a little fuzzy. I'm so confused. No, it was definitely you. I don't know what on basis you're making that statement. There isn't even a text message left. How could you do this to me when I'm so worried about you? You were going to call the police yourself when you saw that I wasn't breathing, weren't you? That's when you were going to remove the bar and padlock. That's just speculation. You're being paranoid. The police came with the ambulance. What? Oh, what's wrong? Are you panicking? It's not good that the police came first. It's going to mess up your plans. Sure enough, as soon as they saw the situation, they decided it was a case. They had my testimony, evidence, and fingerprints all over the place. God damn it! You were a corrupt person to begin with, but now you're legally a criminal and a confirmed scumbag. Well, it's not much of a crime if it's your first attempt. Just act cool and I'll get away with it. You're a scum to the core, aren't you? You've been talking arrogantly for quite some time now. You're so proud of your victory that you think you've turned the tables? The wife should be scared. I just realized that I can't be weak. When I woke up in the hospital bed, the first thing I saw was Alex and Lindsay's crying faces while holding my hands. I wanted to protect them both, and as soon as I thought that I had to be strong, I was no longer afraid of anything. There is nothing I fear more than losing Alex and Lindsay. Your final line is so empty. Alex is divorcing you. You're going to lose him now. I asked him about that right after I woke up. Alex isn't thinking of divorce. You are mistaken. Huh? Well, his expression of concern for me was full of love. Intuitively, I thought divorce was impossible. Forget the love. What do you mean a misunderstanding? I did indeed saw the two of them coming out of the restaurant at a luxury hotel. I asked him later, and he said she was the daughter of the president of one of his business partners. Is that all? No mention of divorce or remarriage? He didn't say that, but you would think so. If you weren't here, he'd have a smooth remarriage, and I'd have the upper hand. It's all about money with you. You thought you could take advantage of it and live a rich life, didn't you? What's so wrong with that? I want to live like a celebrity. The dinner was just for business. It wasn't only Alex. His boss and co-workers were with him. The daughter is married to begin with. What? I thought this would make Alex happy. It's clearly for your own happiness. Greedy old grandma making a hasty decision and almost costing my life. It's so annoying. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. My true voice came out. Angela, does Alex know? Of course he knows everything. Of course I told him about this case, and I also confided in him about you bullying me. He cried and apologized. Wait, you don't think I... Did you finally realize? Alex and Lindsay are furious. We're cutting ties with you. I can't have that. I don't want to be alone. You did that to yourself. We'll charge you for my medical treatment and alimony. I don't have any money. Don't you have your husband's insurance money? I gambled and went to host clubs, so I don't have any. Wow, you really are a scumbag. It would be better for the world if you were arrested. Don't say that. You'll help me, won't you? Or family. Why you think I would even help you in the slightest is a mystery to me. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. Have you ever heard of the radio law? What's that? It's illegal to emit radio waves without a permit or license. Violation of the radio law is also illegal. Huh? The neighbor's house seems they had some interference, and the husband who works from home had a hard time. His house is behind your other apartment, so I guess it affected him. That's a lie. My husband had no problem. The neighbor just finished the house last month and moved in. When your husband was using it, there were no houses around, so I guess it wasn't a problem. That's not fair. I can't be the only one guilty. Both your husband and the friend who built the device had permission to use it in the first place. They found a permit on a bookshelf in the back of the apartment, but not you. Wait, I just didn't know. I didn't do it on purpose. The damage to the neighborhood may have been unexpected, but it was malicious and deliberately directed at me in the first place. Why don't you get arrested and have a taste of your own medicine? Oh no, I don't want to go to jail. Change your testimony. Can you imagine what it's like to freeze in the cold and lose consciousness? The fear and frustration at the thought of your life ending here. Compared to that, prison is pleasant. Okay, I'm sorry. Please help me. At least, please don't cut ties as a family. How selfish can you get? You sound like a pathetic child. Take responsibility for what you did. Because I don't want to. Please help me. I refuse. Goodbye forever. Wait, I don't want to be alone. My mother-in-law was arrested and sentenced to prison on her actions. She is paying medical treatment and alimony through a lawyer. I heard that our neighbor also filed a claim for damages. I'm sure she will have to pay them on her own after she gets out of prison. My family and I cut ties with my mother-in-law and moved into a new house. Our new life is peaceful and we are very happy. The three of us laugh watching Power Rangers. I wonder if our fourth new family member in my belly can hear us.
Hey, what the hell is this? I can't believe you.
Mom, what's wrong?
Are you serious? Are you insulting me? What kind of wife are you?
I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about. Can you please calm down first?
Wow, you don't even know what you did? I forgot how stupid you are. I'm so disappointed in you.
Please tell me what's wrong. Did I do something to offend you?
It's more than offensive. Do you think I'm an idiot or something? Or are you acting dumb on purpose? Even if you weren't, you're too stupid to have a decent conversation. I can't believe it. Why did my son get such a stupid wife? My goodness! Thank you for starting my day with such a worse feeling.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel that way. I just really don't know what are you talking about. Let me think.
You don't listen to me properly all the time, and you're so stupid. That's why you don't even know what I am talking about. Okay, whatever. I'll tell you what you did. How old do you think I am? 65 years old, right? I'm not asking you about my actual age. You think I'm old and you look down on me. For God's sake, don't you ever prepare shit like this.
Oh, you were talking about food. You said you had a dental implant yesterday, so I thought you prefer soft foods. So I made something different. Was it bad?
Was it bad? Are you serious? You saw the food that you made with your own eyes, didn't you? I can't eat this disgusting looking food. It's nothing but harassment. How could you make such a slurpy meal?
I made it in a pressure cooker.
I didn't ask you how to make it. Don't you even understand what I'm saying? How can you think of making such a slurpy meal? I hope you understand what I mean when I ask you this. Don't make me ask you twice.
I tried to make it slurpy so you don't have to chew. Yeah, maybe it doesn't look that good, but it's not slurpy as baby food. And I think it still has some texture, but...
Baby food? How many times do you have to make fun of me? How long have you lived with me? Is it obvious when you think about it? I always have a sandwich for breakfast. After breakfast, I drink a cup of asam tea with lots of milk to start the day. And you ruined it. I can't believe you're making me feel this way in the morning. Come back here now. I'll give you a long lecture. Where the hell are you right now? Your husband works so hard and you're just hanging out somewhere? Bullying your mother-in-law and abandoning the role of a wife? You've got some nerve. I feel bad for my son.
I'm sorry, I have to attend a neighborhood association meeting. It's going to take me another half an hour or so. So I can't come back yet. I already talked to my husband about it. He said he will message you too, but haven't you heard?
No, he didn't tell me about that. Why are you asking my busy son to tell me some important stuff? How could you do that to my son? He's a busy man. Why don't you just tell me directly?
I tried to tell you yesterday, but you told me not to talk to you. I had no choice but to ask him to leave a message for you.
Wow, are you saying it's my fault? Well, I had a dental implant yesterday and I went to bed early because the anesthesia wore off and I was in pain. But then why don't you just give me the note instead of bothering my son? You really don't use your brain, don't you? It's so stressful.
I'm so sorry. I'll make you different food as soon as I get home.
No, thank you. It was terrible, but I ate it. You should be thanking me for that. You shouldn't waste food.
Thank you, Mom. Is there anything I can get for you? I'll stop by the grocery on my way home.
What? Are you going to buy food? Jesus, there's plenty of food in the house. Will you stop wasting the money that my son worked so hard for? I put up with the disgusting food you made and ate it. And you? All you do is waste money, and you lack the sense of think about how to conserve resources. You really are the queen of wasteful spending. You don't have to get me anything, so come back as soon as possible. Understood?
Yes, I understand.
Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ, you are pissing me off. You're really good at insulting people.
What's wrong now? I didn't do anything.
Wow, I told you I got dental implants yesterday, didn't I? Or did you not listen to me again? How could you prepare food like this? It's so hard. There's no way I can eat it.
Oh, really? The last time I prepared something slurpy, you got mad at me, so I could what I usually do.
Last time, I did the upper front teeth. This time, I did the back teeth. Things are totally different from last time. If I eat something this hard, it will damage my teeth. What are you going to do? Or are you saying I shouldn't eat food? Why do you have to bully me like this every time? You think you can bully me because I'm old, don't you? You are the worst kind of person. I don't mean that at all. I thought I learned a lesson from my last mistake. Did you learn a lesson? You didn't learn anything. And why aren't you home? Where are you right now? You didn't even finish doing your chores. Your husband works so hard and you're just hanging around? It's disgraceful. But I did the chores already. I'm done with the laundry and cleaning. Now you talk back to me? Who do you think you are? You're a useless wife who can even cook decent food. Show me some respect to me. Oh my god. My blood pressure went up because of you. It's your fault. What are you gonna do about it? I didn't talk back to you. You asked me a question and I answered. That's called back talking. You need to remember that. You always go outside. As a duty of a housewife, you should take care of the house. I don't know where you went, but come home right now. Well, your son invited me to have lunch with him. Actually, I'm with him, so I can go back home right this second. Stop lying. It's still around 10 a.m. It's too early for lunch. It's so weird. I know you are doing something else. We haven't eaten lunch yet. He forgot the important documents for the meeting, so he asked me to deliver them by 11, so I left early. Actually, I left a note on the table. A note? I don't care about that. Well, never mind. If that's what he needs, I don't blame him. Anyways, can't you just tell me instead of writing a stupid note to me? You really don't use your brain, don't you? I tried to talk to you earlier, but you were sleeping, so I didn't want to wake you up. Fine. So you're telling me that it's my fault. I wasn't sleeping because I wanted to. I couldn't sleep because of tooth pain. So I just took some painkillers in the morning and went back to sleep. Do you get it now? You don't have to make me feel bad about it. Oh Lord. If you like it so much out there, you don't have to come home anymore. Why don't you go straight home to your parents? To be honest, I'd rather live apart from you. If you're going to be so selfish, maybe you should get a divorce. I'll talk to my son. What? Divorce? You can't say stuff like that. If you don't like it, stop having lunch and come home right now. Okay, I'll be home soon. Are you going out again? You never learn, do you? And where are you hanging around until this time of night? It's already dinner time. Why don't you answer me? Are you ignoring me? Hey, reply to me now. How could you do this to your mother-in-law? I'm sorry, I'm kind of in the middle of something. I really can't talk to you right now. Can we talk later? Of course not. Are you kidding me? Where is my dinner? It's unthinkable in my generation for a wife to not come home for dinner. I know you're going to make up some excuses, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Don't argue with me. Come home right now and make my dinner. I've already made your dinner. It's in the fridge and you can heat it with the microwave and eat it. I made your favorite lasagna today. I put a lot of cheese in it. Lots of cheese? Jesus, that's so unhealthy. And heat it in the microwave? You're trying to make me sick by feeding me old food? Oh Lord, I'm so scared. If I stay with a wife like you, I won't live long. I won't forgive you anymore. I've lost my patience. Don't ever come back. I'll have to tell my son to get a divorce right away. You don't even need alimony, since you're the one in the wrong. Am I that bad? Not just bad. You're the worst wife who ever existed in this world. Are you really a woman? You can do a single thing a woman should do to support her family at home. I'm trying my best. Don't make me laugh. Trying's not enough, you know? You're not even doing what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, okay. So I'm not good enough. Now you get it. How many times do I have to tell you the same thing? I can't do this anymore. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. You've caused us so much trouble. You should pay us some alimony. Oh, my son already agreed to this. So, please don't take it personally. Also, there's no point in apologizing now. I've heard from my husband too. If you don't like me that much, I don't blame you. I understand. I try my way, but I don't want to make you feel any worse. So I'm leaving. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Jesus Christ! It was really hard to take care of you. Thank God you're leaving. My son made a great decision now. That's my boy. Are you sure you want to do this? Mom, won't you regret it? It's not too late. I'm really leaving. Are you sure? What? What's with that attitude? Who do you think you are? Who are you talking to? I don't mean like that. But don't you need to prepare meals, do laundry, clean the house? There are plenty of people who are better than you. To be honest, it will be more difficult to find someone worse than you. A normal woman can do proper housework. And you can't even do that. You are a worthless woman. I would rather have a dog cook for me than you. If you insist that much, I understand. I won't be going home today. I'm sorry for the trouble I have caused you. From now on, you can do as you please. I'll do that. I'll send you the divorce papers later. I'm not divorcing. I'm just leaving. What? You say you heard from my son, right? All I heard was to leave the house. So I'm leaving. But I'm not getting a divorce. You don't understand simple stuff again. I thought you'd become a little more reasonable, but you're still an idiot. I pity you so much for your lack of understanding. Living separately? It's a matter of time before my son will divorce you. You know? It will end up in divorce sooner or later. So why don't you get divorced now? Do you think so? You can't even understand that? Oh, I'm disappointed again and again. Oh yeah, I have to call my son. You don't have to. He already knows about it. I'm with him now. You're letting him help you move your stuff? Wow, you're an asshole no matter what. Tell him to come back home now. He's tired from working. He doesn't need to help a useless stupid woman like you. After the divorce, he should find a decent woman and be happy. He won't go back home either. Huh? Are you holding him back? Stop being so dumb. Leave him alone. No, it was his idea. Do you remember the day I had lunch with him? The day he forgot his documents and I delivered them. That time you forced me to come back home and I did. Of course I remember. The day you used my son as a lie and hung around outside. What does it matter? I told him that I had to go back home and couldn't have lunch with him. He asked me why, so I showed him our conversation. Then he got very angry. He told me I don't have to go back home anymore, and he will find a new place to move soon, so I should wait. What? Do you really think I believe that nonsense? He didn't tell me anything. If he was going to move out, he would have told me first. I told him I'd rather tell you about it too, but he told me not to tell you because if you knew, you will go crazy. So I've kept it a secret. I'm sorry. What? Wait a minute. Did you plan this with my son? No. No way. It can't be. You're lying, aren't you? I'm not lying. I will leave that house with him. From now on, go enjoy your life alone. Alone? I'm going to live alone? Who's gonna cook for dinner? What about cleaning? What about the laundry? Starting tomorrow? Oh, I mean, from today on, you will have to do it on your own. I thought it would be too much to ask you to do that out of nowhere, so I prepared dinner only for tonight. If you don't like it, you don't have to eat it. but it's the last meal that I made for you. I made it with all my heart, so I hope you'll eat it.
Oh, really? Heart? Don't you mean poison?
No, I didn't put poison in it.
You're going to manipulate my son and take him away from me, aren't you? I didn't ask him to do this. Why he has to leave me too? I'm his mother.
He told me that he has been holding back for a long time. He said, I couldn't stand that you were being harassed by Mom. We shouldn't have moved in with her in the first place. Once I defended you, she started harassing you when I'm not around. When the time she thought I wasn't around, I heard talking about you, saying you're the reason why we can have kids, and you failed as a wife. But you asked me to support you to get along with Mom, so kept my mouth shut for a long time. But when Mom asked me to get a divorce with you, I couldn't let it pass. I can't stand being with this kind of mother anymore. To protect me, he came up with the idea of leaving you. He even told me that he would cut off ties with you if you continued to harass me. Because of him, I was able to endure all the pain and stress.
I can't believe it. Is it a dream? Am I dreaming? How did it come to this? Why does my son hate me so much?
Because you told me to leave. I did you a favor.
I did say that, but that doesn't mean you have to leave, you know? That's enough. I'll ask him directly. Of course, he's just saying that because you're threatening him. Wait, I can message him. You said you were with him, right? Tell him to message me now.
Oh, you can't message him anymore. He said he blocked you earlier.
Blocked? What do you mean by blocked?
Block means stopping them from being able to contact you. It's like blocking a call on the phone.
Well, whatever. I'll just call him. What? I can call him too?
I told you he blocked you. He says he doesn't want anything to do with you anymore. He says he's blocked you from everything you can reach him.
What? That's terrible. He doesn't have to go that far. I'm his mother. My God. You guys should come home now. We should talk about it face to face, you know?
It's too late. We've moved out and we're not going back. My husband looks tired, so can I go now? He said he don't want to see you for a while, and he don't want you to contact me or come to his office or anything.
He really said that? I can't believe it. What should I do?
There's nothing you can do. Please take the time to reflect on this. Think this as karma for what you did. Talking to you makes me crazy with stress.
Hold on. How can I get you to come back? Do you want me to apologize? If I apologize, will you reconsider?
What are you apologizing for?
For being sarcastic with you. I was angry with you every time you went out.
Now you get it. So you admit that you were harassing me.
Yes, I admit it. I'm sorry, and I swear I won't do it again. So will you forgive me? Would you please convince my son to come back? Let's start over again.
I don't think we can start it over. I don't want to stress the baby in my belly.
A baby? You have a baby? Oh my God! Then that's even better. I'm going to take good care of you. A wonderful wife who's going to give me a grandbaby to cherish. I'm so excited to have a grandchild. But why didn't you tell me until now?
I didn't tell you because I knew if anything happened to me before I was in the stable period, you'd say a lot of things about me again. Your sarcasm was stressful for me. It would be terrible if anything bad happened to the baby.
How many months are you?
Almost 5 months.
Oh, okay. Well, you have to take good care of it.
I'll take good care of it. That's why I left home.
I'll take care of the baby once the baby is born. Okay? You can take it easy. I'll take good care of you from now on for all the pain I've caused you until now.
No, thank you. Even after the baby is born, I won't ever ask for help from you. Why not? He's my grandchild, you know? I want to raise my child in a relaxed environment without you. If I needed help, I will ask my own mom. So, you don't have to worry about it. To be honest, your presence is really annoying. I told you I'm sorry. Why can't you forgive me? I'll get down on my knees or whatever. Please forgive me. Come back home. I beg you. I will never forgive you. I'll never see you again. Don't say such terrible things. I don't want to be alone. I finally have a grandchild and you won't even let me hold the baby? I'm sorry it took so long. That's not what I meant. Oh no, please don't get me wrong. I'm sorry I made you feel bad, but that wasn't sarcasm. I'm going to block you too, because you're making me crazy. Oh, and be careful that he doesn't cut you off. Please wait, I'm begging you. Please, please. After my husband saw the last conversation that I had with Mom, he got furious and decided to cut off ties with her. Since then, we never saw her ever again. I guess it made her devastated about cutting off ties. She never came to my husband's office or tried to contact us. Rumor has it that she got old all at once due to the stress and now she looked completely different person. A few months after, I gave birth to a beautiful, healthy baby boy. With my husband and my cutest son, I'm enjoying a happy life.
Hugh, I can't believe you went to work without eating breakfast again. It's gonna be tough during the day. And aren't you gonna feel sick?
You know what? I've told you many times. I eat out because your cooking's bad. I'm gonna get sick if I eat such bad food.
Oh,
Damn it. You should learn from my mom's cooking skills.
I know your mother is a good cook. I used to cook for myself all the time before I got married. I even took cooking classes. I usually follow the recipe if it's my first time cooking. I don't think I'm as bad as you say I am.
That's the problem with the overconfidence of the bad cook.
You're so mean. You don't have to say that much.
Think of the stress when I'm forced to eat bad food.
I'm telling you, it's not that bad, you know.
Okay. Don't complain to me until you've satisfied my taste buds.
Give me a break.
Good evening, Nancy. Do you have time right now?
Good evening, Greta. Are you gonna talk about Hugh?
Yes, he texted me on my lunch break and said it was a weekend and he was going to my home to eat my food. He just had dinner and is taking a bath now. It's like he's going to stay until Monday morning. Did something happen?
Well,
I asked him about it, but he said nothing. But it's strange, right? If you have anything, feel free to tell me, okay? I'd like to make a proper judgment as to whether you or Hugh is the problem.
thank you. The thing is, Hugh suddenly started calling me a BC wife.
BC? Short for bad cook?
Yes,
Does that mean Hugh is saying your food isn't good?
yes.
I think your cooking is delicious without flattering.
Really? Thank you very much.
You go to the cooking class and are studying about food, right? Of course your cooking must be good. I wonder what Hugh's thinking.
I don't know what he's thinking either.
Hey Nancy, I have a suggestion. If it comes to this, why don't we try to find out what he's thinking?
Try to find out?
We have to see what the airhead is thinking. You don't need to be patient about him calling you BC wife.
Airhead?
I'll visit you tomorrow and talk about the details then.
Sure, fine.
Hey Nancy, have you gotten over being a BC?
What? All you do is badmouth after coming home so late? Did you have dinner with your parents this weekend?
Yeah, I couldn't stand bad food. So I had to escape to Mom's place. Her food is delicious as always. I hope you learn to cook as much as Mom does. At least I can eat without leaving any leftovers.
It was that good, huh? What did Greta make?
Something that you, BC wife, could never make. Especially roast beef and gravy. The sandwich and mac and cheese for lunch were also delicious.
I see.
What's with the reaction?
Nothing.
Hey, don't get bent out of shape while putting your bad cooking on hold. You, twisted nature kid, are not in the position to say that. Such an airhead. What? Airhead? What the? Huh? No, wait, Mom? That's right. What? Why? Why are you here? I came here to check on you because you keep telling Nancy's cooking is bad. You need to straighten yourself up. Well, because it's really bad. Why can't I say it's bad when it's really bad? Really? Huh? What? Why are you glaring at me? I've heard that you said Nancy's cooking was good just right now, you know. Huh? When did I say that? Roast beef and gravy that you ate, and sandwich and mac and cheese for lunch. All of those were made by Nancy. I didn't touch a finger on it, or gave her any suggestions. Seriously? The point is, it's not about the taste, right? What I make tastes good. What Nancy makes is bad. That's how you made up your mind and kept saying to us, no, I mean, what's wrong with you? You should be the first one to praise your wife's cooking. Are you trying to one-up her? What a damn airhead. Apologize to Nancy right now. What? What? Don't get so worked up. You used to be called a bad cook by Dad, didn't you? I was just trying to be a dominant husband. I just followed Dad's example. What's wrong with that? You idiot! What the hell? I used to be a terrible cook, you know. Huh? Were you? Really? I asked your dad for his honest opinion, not to wear his teeth. If it's bad, it can't help. But he didn't say just it's terrible. He clearly told me what I needed to improve, and was patient with my lousy food. I am what I am today because of him. Your father didn't pretend to be a dominant husband. Seriously? I guess I'm responsible for you seeing it that way. But you're an adult now. You know what you shouldn't do, right? If you neglect Nancy any longer, she might end up divorcing you. Oh no, I don't want a divorce. Then, tell her honestly how good it tastes. Never ever say BC wife again. You're a lucky man. Nancy is an excellent cook. Plus, she studies various recipes, goes to cooking class, and makes so much effort for you. Yeah, sorry, Mom. It's not me that you're supposed to say sorry to. Go and apologize to Nancy right now and beg her not to divorce you.
Hugh, it's Nancy.
It was actually delicious. I'm sorry. I won't say bad cook anymore.
Yeah, well, starting with tomorrow's breakfast.
I'll definitely eat it all. So please keep making delicious food for me.
Okay.
I'm really, really sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Come home soon.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Shortly after that, Hugh came home out of breath. As soon as he saw me and Greta welcoming him at the door, he kneeled down on the floor and said,
I am so sorry. I'll change my mind. So please don't divorce me.
He seemed utterly remorseful, but Greta did not forgive him yet. She made Hugh sit on the floor and lectured him how hard it was to cook every meal all night long. So we even decided to share the household chores I had been doing along. Next day, he ate breakfast with his hands together and said,
Thank you.
After enjoying food while saying,
It's delicious.
And said,
Thank you for the food.
And went to work in high spirits. Today's dinner will be the curry that Hugh's going to make. I am looking forward to it. Toby, thank you for your hard work. Just to double check, your business trip will start today, right?
That's right. As I told you this morning, I'll be gone for 3 days and 2 nights starting today. I'll finish my business at the company in the morning and leave first thing in the afternoon. I might have to entertain my clients, so I might be unable to check the texts.
Got it. It seems you don't have any changes, right?
I mean, what's up with you all of a sudden? You usually don't bother to ask me such things. Did something happen?
You see, I'm traveling today too. I thought we should know each other's schedule, just in case.
Oh, I see. So you're going on a trip with your relative, Shelly, too, right?
Yeah, it's 3 days and 2 nights, the same as you.
Gotcha. Have fun.
But I'm sorry that you have to go there for work. I feel bad that I'm the only one having fun.
No. Don't worry about that. You gotta have fun, okay? And actually, going on a business trip is a nice change of pace.
Really?
Once I'm done with work, I can even go sightseeing. It's like a regular trip, you know? In a way, it's probably healthier than working at the office on the computer all the time.
I see. Oh, it's almost time to meet up with Shelly.
Yep, I'm about to leave too.
I'll text you in the evening.
Okay, I'll check as soon as possible.
You will wine and dine with clients, right? Don't push yourself. Anyway, have a safe trip.
You too.
Toby, how's it going over there?
I just finished work and checked into the hotel where I'm staying. Well, I'm so exhausted.
Work is always tiring, isn't it? Thank you for your hard work every day.
Well, working is my role as a husband. I'll do my best.
What kind of work did you do today?
Business meeting. Nothing special. I can't tell you the details because it's a business matter, but I had to finalize the next contract renewal with the client.
I see. That's a lot of work. Going all the way out to renew a contract.
It's a business partner that our company particularly values. I guess it's also a way of buttering him up.
I see. By the way, your company's very generous.
Huh? What do you mean?
They allow one employee to stay in a suite that costs $100 per night for a business trip.
No, of course not. What are you talking about? Well, if it's a hotel in a city or a tourist spot, it's natural that it's a little more expensive, but it's still about $100. No way they can afford a suite. This business trip is not in the city or a tourist area. Well, it's a reasonable price. Being just a regular employee is so tough.
What? Really? I didn't know that. So, LA is neither a city nor a tourist area?
Huh?
Actually, I just checked into the hotel you're traveling to a few minutes ago.
Huh? What? But you said that you're traveling with Shelly.
Yeah, I'm traveling with Shelly, sightseeing LA with her.
No, wait. You said that you're looking forward to the beach. You're supposed to go to a beach resort, right?
Oh, that. We are going to stop by the beach on the way home. I meant the beach near LA.
Seriously?
So, I hope you're figuring out what's going on here, right?
Huh? What? What do you mean?
I'm not sure if you really don't know or are just playing dumb, but... Rachel Rudo.
What?
She's your business trip partner, right? But I wonder why would a man and a woman be staying in the same room? Besides, it's a hotel suite that costs several $100s per night. I wonder if it's terrible for the company to do that. Does your boss know about it?
Okay, I got it. So maybe you saw me and Rachel were checking in, huh? The thing is, there was a mistake on the hotel's part. That's why we got a suite. They should be able to get us another room later. I still haven't heard from the front desk yet. Perhaps they're busy or something.
Well, even if you call the front desk right now, it's not gonna work. Your lie is already exposed.
I'm telling you, it's true. It's really true. You're accusing me because of some kind of hotel mismanagement, but this is not what you think, you know.
It's not the hotel's fault. You made a reservation to stay in the same room with her from the beginning. At the request of the young lady Rachel, you got a suite.
How can you be so sure without evidence? If you don't stop, I'll get angry.
I have proof.
What? What are you talking about?
You know what? I wonder how come you haven't noticed yet.
Noticed what?
When we were college students, this is a hotel where we stayed with the club members, remember?
Yeah, I remember. But so what? What does that have to do with what's happening right now?
It's fine that you like the hotel, but you should have done a little more research before you came here.
What? What are you talking about?
You still don't get it? Okay then. I think there's a hotel pamphlet in the room. Open the greeting page of the honor. No matter how stupid you are, I bet you can get it when you see it.
What a hassle. What about it?
It's on the table. Just look at it.
Okay.
Did you see it?
Kidding. Hey, this owner, Shirley?
That's right. Sherry is the owner of this hotel. You finally noticed.
No, hang on. The last time I was here, the owner was a woman in her 40s or 50s.
That was a previous owner, Sherry's mother. Recently, her odd chronic disease got worse. So Sherry, who married the hotel chef, took over as the hotel's owner.
Seriously?
What's more, the co-owner of this hotel is Sherry's father. The reason why I got in charge of hotel reservations for my college student club trip was because of that.
Could it be the reason why the complimentary dessert and beverage was offered at the time was that...
That's right. It was a courtesy from Sherry's father. They don't offer college students those complimentary services without any reason. So, back to what's happening now. When you made a reservation for a two-bedded suite, Sherry answered the phone.
Really?
She was in work mode at the time. So, she avoided talking about personal matters. But I heard from her that you said on the phone that you and your wife would stay there, huh? Of course, Sherry thought I would be coming, so she was looking forward to seeing me. So, she contacted me individually and said she'd show me good tourist spots if I wanted. But I had no idea what she was talking about. So, I looked into it. Then, I found out that you're having an affair. Well, that's what led up to here. Now that you get a situation no matter how stupid you are, right?
For real?
So, I'll continue further. Rachel Rudo, the woman you're having an affair with, is the only daughter of the president of your business partner, right?
What? You even looked into that?
Duh! My own husband is having an affair, so it was only natural that I would look into it.
I see. So, you're saying that you've already found out everything?
That's what it means. So, what are you going to do?
If you already know that, there's no choice. Yeah, that's right. I'm in love with Rachel. So, divorce me. You're in my way.
You change your attitude so quickly.
Whatever. Rachel's beautiful, classy, innocent, and above all, she's a president's daughter. She's way better than you. I have a right to choose a woman, you know.
Speaking of which, you always take a liking to innocent-looking girls in games and manga, don't you?
Yeah, sure. Rachel is the embodiment of that kind of young lady. The ideal woman. She's totally different from you. The woman sniffing around the husband sneakingly.
Oh yeah? Then back to my point. I want to get a divorce too. But I'll ask you just in case. You know you're in a position where you have to pay alimony, right?
Of course. If I can divorce you, I'll pay you as much as you want.
Then I'll feel free to ask for it. But do you have the money?
Of course I do. As I've said many times, Rachel is the CEO's daughter, and she's the only daughter. That means Rachel's marriage partner is the next president of the company. In other words, I'm the next president. The company is many times bigger than the one I work for now, so of course I can afford to pay you alimony. Well, it's called a marry into money and male version. Finally, an enormous fortune came into my life. It's like something out of a video game or comic book, but it's happening to me in real life. I couldn't pass up such a lucky break.
Well, it's hard to say. You don't know by any chance?
Know what?
The heir to the company is the CEO's nephew.
Huh?
He's gonna be a president next year.
Huh? His nephew?
That's right. And besides, Rachel has a fiancé and is involved with several other men. You're just one of her boyfriends. She didn't tell you that?
Huh? You're kidding, right? Hey, That's a joke, right? Tell me it's a joke.
Oh my, you didn't know anything about it, did you? I'm sorry. Everything I said was true.
So, I can't be president?
Well, duh. I don't think you should be shocked by only that.
Huh? What's more to it? Give me a break.
Nope. You'd better know about this. Rachel's father is very upset that you had an affair with his daughter. He decided to disinherit Rachel, and he just called your company to cancel the deal.
Huh? What?
He said he couldn't do business with the company with such an infidel employee.
Hey, that's internal information, right? There's no way the company would leak it out. I mean, there's no way you know about it. I'm not gonna fall for the lie. You can't trick me with such nonsense.
Because he's here, Rachel's father.
What?
I told him in advance about the affair, and told him I'd settle it here today. And he said he wanted to go with me. So he came with me here. He wants to speak with you right now. Oh, don't bother calling. We're in the next room.
Huh?
Well, let's talk in your room right now, in person, with our lawyer. Immediately after this, we rushed into the suite where Toby and Rachel were. Under the lawyer's initiative, I had him sign the divorce papers on the spot. Toby's company lost a major business partner because of this incident and suffered a high amount of damage. They said that Toby was forced to resign as a form of taking responsibility, and that he went around to apologize to people, but nobody lent an ear to him. I, on my part, filed a claim for alimony against Toby and Rachel, and received a lump sum payment. Frankly speaking, I think it was fortunate that we didn't have a child yet. Next time I fall in love, I want to ensure he's a man who will not cheat on me. Rachel also broke up with her fiancé after he found out about the affair. Her father disowned her, as he had declared earlier, and she managed to make a living by working at a nightclub. Toby returned to his parents' house, but they said he did not look for a job and stayed in his room. Apparently, he indulges himself in love with a two-dimensional young lady.
Hey, Tyler, what's wrong? You haven't talked to me since the wedding yesterday. You don't even answer when I call you directly. I had no choice but to text you. Did I do something wrong? I won't know if you don't tell me. If there's something wrong, let's talk about it. Anyway, I'm going to work this afternoon, so I'll be there. Leave me a message if you need anything. Bye. Natalie, good job on the wedding the other day. Hey, sis. Thank you, too, for coming. It's been a while since I've seen you, so I was happy to see you, too. I know you were busy with work, but you made the effort to come, right? Thank you so much. It's my sister's wedding, of course. But due to work, I couldn't make it to the meeting with both families, so I had to meet the groom's side on the day of the ceremony. That's totally fine. I talked it over with them, and they're fine. Hey, Natalie, are you alone right now? Yeah, I was just chilling in my room. Do you have time to text? I'm totally fine with that. What? Sounds a little deep, though. When you're like that, it's when you have something bad to say, right? No, actually, I'm afraid I'm going to tell you something a little, well, quite disturbing, so sorry. I knew it. What's wrong? About our mother and father? It might help to put it in a little more context. Really? I thought I was glad they came, even though they were a little reluctant. But then they said they'd never seen a bride whose wedding dress didn't suit her so well. And to top it all off, the guests on the bride's side lacked class. They were saying all sorts of stuff. I wish I could have stopped them, but it was like talking to a brick wall. They didn't listen one little bit. I'm really sorry. Making you feel bad like that on your wedding of all days? You don't have to apologize. I know you were trying your best to stop them, so don't worry about it. That's all I need from you. I mean, since you're on my side, I don't care what our parents say. It makes me feel better to hear you say that. Here's the problem. Huh? What's wrong? Calm down and listen to me. The folks are thinking of making Tyler my husband. Huh? Tyler is my husband. Even though they know that they're talking about it, of course I have no intention of doing that. I'm sure you know that, but just so you know. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, you have a boyfriend. You've been dating since high school. There's no way you would leave him just to marry Tyler. Why are they saying that? They don't know I have a boyfriend, because I've been hiding it. If they found out, they tried to break us up. Oh, I see. So you've been dating in secret all this time. But the idea of having the man who became your sister's husband your husband, that idea itself is insane. And along with that, how is Tyler the center of this doing? I saw the folks whispering stuff to Tyler at the after party. I was just wondering if you noticed anything unusual after that. Yeah, he didn't say a word. Oh, not a word? I mean, he's been completely and totally ignoring me. He won't even talk to me directly, and he's ignoring my messages. Is that right? Yeah, that's why I thought something was wrong. But since he won't talk to me, I can't ask him what's going on, and I'm having a hard time finding out. But it's possible that we just talked about has something to do with it. So that's been going on. I wonder what the folks were talking with him about. I can imagine that it's definitely the pattern of saying bad things about me. Natalie, why don't the two of us meet in person once and go over things? Yeah, that might be a good idea. Maybe as soon as possible. I have a bad feeling about this. If it's okay with you, how about tomorrow? How about we meet at the coffee shop between our offices? Yeah, I already know that I'm getting off on time tomorrow, so that won't be a problem. Okay, I'll see you there at 6:30 p.m. Okay. Good morning, Tyler. I'm going to have dinner with a friend of mine who's coming out here today. I'm sure you'll ignore me anyway, but I'll be home late, so I'm letting you know. Well, I'm off to work. Natalie, I got off on time. I'm going to catch the train now. How about you? I just got on the train. I'll be there on time. Yeah, perfect. By the way, is everything the same with Tyler? Yeah, I guess nothing has changed. I tried to call him this morning, but he's ignoring me. I can't even get a read on my messages. I see. Wait a minute. What's wrong? I got a message from Tyler. What? Oh, did you exchange contacts at the wedding or something? Contacting you directly is a little bit too suspicious. He's definitely up to something. Well, it's a good chance to find out what's going on. Hold on a second. Okay.
Good evening, Avery. It's Tyler.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry, the first time I met you was at the wedding yesterday.
No need to apologize, Avery. It's all because Natalie, who was jealous of the beautiful Avery, made it all up.
What? Natalie orchestrated it? Jealous? What are you talking about?
Your parents told me everything. Natalie was jealous of you, her sister, who was different from her plain self, talented, popular, and doted on by your parents, and she repeatedly harassed you on a daily basis. I respect you, Avery. You have been able to live with dignity in such a situation until now. Don't worry, you are very beautiful. You are an attractive woman.
Huh?
I heard that the reason why you did not come to the meeting of both families before the marriage was because you were not informed of anything, because your sister said you are not her family. You, who was living such a hard life, fell in love with me at first sight at our wedding. But I heard that you were troubled by the fact that I became your sister's husband, and you were living in tears every day. But please, don't worry. Actually, from the moment I saw you at the wedding...
Wait a minute.
Excuse me?
I've never said anything like that, nor have I ever thought it. Could you please stop getting all worked up by yourself?
Huh?
I don't know what you've been told by our parents. My sister and I have always been and still are on good terms with each other, and I haven't fallen so low as to mess with someone who has become my brother-in-law.
Avery, you don't have to be so hard on yourself. Let's be honest. I'm in front of your apartment right now.
What? How do you know my apartment?
Your parents gave me your address, and I'm here to propose.
Huh?
Please, let me in.
I I'm out.
Huh? I've also prepared a ring. And a bouquet of roses.
Either way, the answer is no. I have a boyfriend. Excuse me. Oh no, oh no.
What's wrong?
Natalie, you'd better get a divorce.
What?
I'll show you the message later, but he's out of the question. I got goosebumps. Way too scary.
What in the world? Sis, are you okay? Did you get to your boyfriend's place?
I got there safe and sound. I didn't go back to the house. I moved in with my boyfriend, so everything is fine now. I'm sorry I worried you. I wonder if the folks found out about him. Even though I was nervous, it was a mistake to tell them I had a boyfriend. But I've got my sleepover stuff in his room, so I'll figure it out. I mean, I'll make it work.
Gosh, I'm really sorry.
Natalie, there's nothing to apologize for. So I just talked to him, and we decided to move up the plan I just told you about and do it in the near future.
That way it will be at the same time as my move.
That's right.
Oh yeah, but I guess it would be better for both of us to keep each other safe.
Can you give me 2 weeks?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'll call you tomorrow with the details.
Okay. Avery, let's have a date tomorrow. Your parents told me that your refusal the other day was just because you were embarrassed. This is where I should take the initiative. I'm sure you've been bullied by Natalie and have become timid. But don't worry, I will break the shell of your heart. If I show you my manly side, you'll come along too, right? I'll pick you up from work in my car, we'll have dinner at a restaurant with a night view, and you'll accept my proposal. After that, I've reserved a suite at a nearby hotel. I don't need to say any more, do I? I'm really looking forward to it.
Natalie, I got a creepy message. My whole body started to itch from goosebumps.
What? Was it Tyler?
Yes, he said he was going to take me to a restaurant with a night view and that we were going straight to a hotel suite on the assumption that he was going to propose to me. It's disgusting.
Wow, I'm really sorry.
Natalie, you don't need to apologize.
No, I'm sorry I married that guy. I'm sorry I'm not a good judge of men.
Well, I'll accept your apology, but you're the victim here too. He's the one who's crazy and our parents. We'll fight our way out of this ourselves.
I feel strong with you by my side, sis. Hey, why don't you move your stuff out of your apartment tonight? Your boyfriend's been going over there packing stuff up, right?
Yeah, he has. I asked him about it, and he said he's already packed 80% of it, so we can do it tonight.
If that's your plan, I'll make my move tonight. Actually, I'm already prepared. I'm just waiting for you.
I see. I don't know what Tyler is gonna do next. I guess my first priority is to physically eliminate the chance of going back to that apartment.
Avery, I was there to pick you up in my sports car with a bouquet of roses. Who was that guy? Who does that guy think he is to interrupt my proposal?
He's my boyfriend.
Huh?
The other day I told you I had a boyfriend, didn't I? He and I have been together for years now, and we've been talking about marriage, so it's deeply annoying that you've been following me around these past few days. No matter what you do to me, there is absolutely no way I'm getting married to you, or anything, so please give it up.
But your parents are...
The thing is that they're not happy with my present boyfriend, so they're trying to get me to break up with him. And they're harassing me because my sister, whom they've always despised, got married before I did.
Huh?
I'm sorry that you got involved in the mess. It's not something that the guy who married my sister should have to deal with in the first place. Please, stop following me around anymore. I moved out of the room there to live with my boyfriend.
What?
Excuse me.
You're kidding, right? Natalie,
Tyler.
If you want, why don't we go out to dinner now? Actually, I have reservations at a restaurant, and after that, a hotel suite. It's been about a month since you started ignoring me. I'm divorcing you. What?
I was wondering what you were doing proposing to my sister. I don't know what you were doing completely ignoring me, your new wife. I'm really dumbfounded.
You know...
And I want compensation too.
What? Wait a minute.
I'll leave the divorce papers on the table.
I failed to propose to Avery.
I know, but still. Goodbye.
Huh? Oh no! Natalie, you're the only one I love. Please, understand, I proposed to her unwillingly. I just got caught up in your parents' craziness. Natalie, please come back to me.
Sis, have things settled down over there? Yes, I'm fine. Thanks to you, my stuff is all packed up. You're in the company dormitory, right? Does it look okay? Yeah, it's a pretty comfortable company dormitory. There's a security guard at the entrance, so there's no need to worry about suspicious people. That's good to know. Oh yeah, Mom called me for the first time in a while. Oh, what did she say? Tyler, with his high income and high specs, is the one who deserves to be with my brilliant and talented big sister. So you should step down gracefully. Huh? Are they still saying that? They saw the scale of the wedding and thought Tyler made more money. When I told them I paid more money for the wedding than he did, the ass-kicking started. It was so funny. I laughed so hard. Oh, yeah. You hadn't told him that your yearly income this year will be over $120,000. I just hung up and blocked their calls. That's what I'm talking about. That was really refreshing. They must be in a panic right now. I can't help but laugh when I imagine it. Also, I'm going to change my cell phone number tomorrow morning, so I'll let you know later. Okay, Roger. Why don't you hurry up and change yours too? I guess so. I think I'll go to a cell phone store on my next day off. Let's have dinner together again after we get settled. Let's splurge a little to celebrate the success of our mission. Okay. Okay, good night. Okay, good night. My parents were actually in debt. They were planning to have my sister they adored so much take care of them in their old age, including financially, and they kept spending money without thinking about it. They asked for help from all my relatives, but since they all knew about what happened, they gave them the cold shoulder. My sister and I have decided that neither of us will help them in any way, and that they need to handle the situation themselves. Later, my divorce from my husband was finalized. There was no damage on my part, but Tyler's was different. The speedy divorce 1 month after the wedding, coupled with the reasons for it, was enough for the guy to lose his credibility at work, and he couldn't stand the comments, so he voluntarily resigned. His parents disowned him, and now his savings has been wiped out by the compensation to my sister and me, and he spends his days having trouble finding food to eat.
Hey, can I ask you something? Why is the door locked? Why? It's obvious. Because I'm working. You work remotely. You're working, but you don't have to lock the door. Because I work from home, I'll lock the door from the time I go to work to the time I leave. Are you going to stay in your room the entire time? Of course. I'm going to lock myself in. If I leave the door open, the kids will come in and make noise. There isn't much choice, is there? Since the kindergarten and elementary school are closed. The kids may be off, but I have work. I understand that, but you don't have to lock yourself in. I'm the one who's supposed to be working, and the kids are the ones who are screaming. You should teach them not to disturb their father's work. The kids are stressed out from being home all the time. We've 4 boys, so we have to put up with a little bit of noise. I don't care about that. You don't care? Keep the kids quiet while I'm working. That's your job. My job? You got fired from your part-time job anyway. It's a good timing. I didn't get fired because I have kids, but it's because of this situation. I don't care what the circumstances were. If you were capable, you wouldn't have been fired. That proves you're incompetent. You're a deadbeat, useless to society, so at least be a little useful at home. What? Don't you think that's a bit mean? It's true. Anyway, I'm the one working and earning the money. You're the one who has to do the housework and childcare. Of course, I know that, and I'm doing it. But can't you watch the kids at least a bit? I can't. I'm at work. Hey, do something. What? It's the kids. They've been making noise for a while now. That's how they always are. Always? Make them be quiet. I can't. 4 boys won't be quiet. They were quiet earlier. Yeah, they were having a snack. Then give them more snacks. They'll be quiet if they eat. You can't make them eat all day. Well, anything then. Just shut them up. It's too loud. I can't work. I'm trying to, but it's no use. They're locked up and shut in, so you'll just have to put up with it. How can you put up with this noise? This is why people with little ability are useless. What do you mean useless? A person with no skill can only do housework and take care of children, but you can't even do that. You're so incompetent, it's appalling. Huh? Hey, what's with you this morning? You're so horrible, calling someone incompetent and useless. I'm just telling you the truth. You're not working. Miss Johnson is a woman, but she's raising a family and working at the same time. Miss Johnson? You mean Mary? Yeah, she's your colleague. Mary has 1 child, right? I kept working when I had my first. I did my best with the second one too, working shorter hours, but the 3rd time was twins, so I gave up work. So? You could have kept your job if you were capable. Working while raising children is a natural thing for a woman to do. You can't do the natural stuff. You have to admit that you're not capable of doing anything. But the project that your department is working on now is a project for a system I proposed before I quit. It just happened to go through by chance. By chance? I could have kept my job too if I had remote work. How could you? You can't even keep your kids quiet. You're a loser who can't even work. Don't talk back to me. If you can't make money, shut up and do the housework. I don't care how incompetent you are. I'll at least have you take care of the kids. Hey, work hours are over. Can't you just finally unlock the door? I'm still working overtime. Huh? What are you talking about? Take a bath with the kids. I can't. I'm at work. How long are you going to work? I don't know. Maybe until the kids go to bed. Come and call me when all 4 of them are asleep. Don't be stupid. I'm not usually around this time of night. Don't tell me you're home late on purpose. Whatever. Hey, you're the father of these kids, aren't you? Yeah, that's right. That's why I work for them. I'm letting you eat with the money I earn. I'm working for you, deadbeat. You should be thanking me. I'm grateful, but... Then don't be so bitchy. You don't earn a penny as a housewife. You bathe them. It suits since you wouldn't be able to earn anything, even if you go and work. I'm at work, you know. Does that mean that if I have an income too, you will take care of the childcare and housework too? Well, yeah, but if you were making as much money as I do, instead of just part-time, I'd be doing the housework and childcare too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but incompetent you would never be able to do that. Hey, unlock the door. I can't. I'm working. Huh? What are you talking about? There's no way you have a job. I fixed the program you are in charge of. Huh? I got in touch with Mary yesterday. She said it's a remote job, so she doesn't care who does the work as long as we get the results. What? Well, Mary said that. I'm better suited for this job because it was originally my idea. What do you mean? It means that Miss Johnson has entrusted me with the project that you are in charge of. What? It seems you've been stuck on the program for a long time. How could you miss such a simple thing? Maybe that's why you were working overtime. I was able to fix it in about 10 minutes. Without talking to me? Mary told me that lately you have been having trouble concentrating and getting your work done, and you've been skipping daytime work and working overtime. And since the project was originally designed for women, she wanted me, who proposed the idea, to be in charge of it. So I called her and she was happy to give me the job. What are you talking about? She told me that if the remote work had been introduced earlier, I wouldn't have had to quit my job to raise my children. It's too late for that. And now, she's asking me if I want to come back to work because I can continue to work remotely from now on. That's enough! What about the housework and childcare? Why don't you do it, Henry? You said if I made as much money as you do, you'd take care of the housework and childcare, right? What are you talking about? I have a job. So I took over that job for you. Now, you don't have any work to do and I make more money than you. Do you get it? Don't be stupid. One who is capable should do the job, right? I'll work in place of you for a week until the current system is set up. There's no way the company would approve such a thing. That's the thing. The president has given me permission too. He said that remote work will reduce the number of women leaving the company. The president? It was approved as a test case. It seems that the company was in trouble because a lot of talented female employees quit the company due to childbirth and childcare. Oh no, I don't agree with this. They said you can take a week's maternity leave, Henry. This is too one-sided. The president has mailed you about it, so why don't you check it out? Well, I've got work to do. Hey, the kids are making a lot of noise. Looks like it. Seems like it. I can hear them screaming. I'm at work, so make them quiet. They won't be quiet. It's your job to keep the kids quiet, right? LOL. You're not working, so at least you can do that, right? My job! You got a message from the president saying he's looking forward to the first male employee to take maternity leave. That's you, Henry. Boss is counting on you. Yeah, well... Hey, the kids won't listen to me. I see. What should I do? Well, I wonder what you should do. Figure it out yourself. What do you always do? You don't have to ask me. You're capable and talented. Don't be like that. You don't have to be capable to raise a child or do housework. Then there's no reason why you, the brilliant one, can't do it, right? Can you please hurry up and get them quiet? Hey, at least make me lunch. I can't. I'm working. Don't say that. I've already bought some stuff, so just go for it. I can't cook. Really? You're so talented, but you can't cook? I've never done it before, so it's not my fault. I had never done it when I first got married either, but I cooked. That's... If you're so capable, Henry, you can do anything. LOL. I'm sure the boss is counting on you. Sigh. Hey, work hours are over. Come on out and cook dinner. I'm working overtime. You've got to be kidding me. You worked overtime, right? Why are you so angry just because I'm doing the same thing? What are you talking about? You're the mother. Aren't you the father? That's why I'm working and earning money as a father. Is that all there is to being a father? That's the role of a father. You took my job without asking me, and now you're talking to me like a smart ass? You're right. I took your job away from you. Hey, do you know what this means? What? Then, when I start earning money, do you think you'll need to play the role of a father? Huh? What do you mean? If I go back to work and I'll be doing the housework and childcare, then I won't need you as the father. What? Well, I'm fine with that. It doesn't make any difference whether or not I have a husband who is overbearing. It's not enough he's just incompetent, but he's also verbally abusive and offensive. No, you know, I wouldn't mind a divorce if things stay the way as they are, but... What's with the attitude? Which one of us is the bossy one? I'm serious. Oh no, don't say that. Don't say that now. You're kidding, right? I'm not kidding. I mean, how can you say that? You have no idea how angry I am. I can't be with someone like that. Wait a minute. Sorry. My bad. I didn't know housework and childcare were so hard. I guess because of hearing the word divorce, Henry reluctantly completed the housework and childcare for a week. I helped a little too. By spending time with the children, they became much more attached to their father. It seems that Henry has become more aware of his role as a father. We now share the housework and childcare together. I have successfully returned to my job working remotely, and now I have a fulfilling life with childcare, housework, and my job.
Linda. Thank you for your help at our wedding last week. Oh, Patricia? You are alive? You disappeared for about a week, so I thought you went to the other side. Actually, I almost died. It seems like God didn't abandon me, though. It was a once-in-a-lifetime grand stage, but it turned out like that. Really terrible. Excuse me? We were the ones who had a tough time. The wedding was cancelled after you collapsed. It was really tough time for us. That's right. A bride collapsing from acute alcohol intoxication at her wedding. Even the wedding staff said it was unprecedented. The staff at the wedding hall, too. My son and all the guests. You caused trouble for everyone and ruined the ceremony. You should reflect on your actions. I apologize to everyone for causing trouble, but it was you who made me drink a lot of alcohol, right? Oh my God! Are you saying it's my fault? How rude! You were intolerant to alcohol, so isn't it your fault for forcing yourself to drink? I don't know if you were in high spirits at the wedding, but you should know your limits. I know that I can't tolerate alcohol, so I decided to have a non-alcoholic beer for the first toast. I made sure to arrange to get me non-alcoholic drinks after the toast. I persistently reminded the staff at the venue. But on the day of the wedding, my beer was replaced by a regular beer with alcohol. Huh? Is that so? Did the wedding staff make a mistake? I don't think so. You know something, don't you? Are you trying to say that I switched the beers? You were excessively trying to make me drink beer at that time, weren't you? It's a wedding, so drink more. I don't know if you'll need to be rushed to the hospital, though. Didn't you say that? By the time I realized something was wrong, my consciousness had already become clouded. I couldn't figure out the truth at that time. Now that I think about it, it's all too suspicious. I didn't know from the start that you can't tolerate alcohol at all. I had no idea that the alcohol in your glass had been switched. I just offered you the alcohol that was on your seat. What's so suspicious about me? Then, why did you say you wouldn't know if I were rushed to the hospital? There was no reason for me to be rushed to the hospital. I've only heard stories of brides fainting from overwhelming happiness at weddings. A daughter from a poor family like yours, whose parents are a low-class office worker, to marry Louis, the son of a very prestigious and elite family. It must be such an overwhelmingly joyful honor that you'd faint with happiness. I see. By the way, how is Louis doing? I was in the hospital for a week, and he hasn't come to see me even once. Maybe he's busy dealing with relatives and the ceremony. Oh, my son's fine. He's resting at home right now. He's been busy cleaning up the mess that you made. I'm gonna make his favorite food today, and we are going to have a party. A party? It's an end of engagement party for you and Louis. End of engagement? What are you talking about? What do you mean by end of engagement party? Well, I mean exactly what I said. A woman who collapsed at the wedding and caused so much trouble and then suspects her mother-in-law of being the culprit. You are not worthy to be the wife of my family. Wait a minute. It's true that we were planning to submit the marriage registration after the ceremony, so we weren't officially married yet. Breaking off the engagement over something like this is outrageous, right? In the first place, there's no way Louis would agree to it. Of course Louis agrees with me. From the very beginning, I was against my son marrying a poor woman like you. He insisted, so I reluctantly accepted it. I'm glad he came to his senses after seeing what a jerk you've been this time. I know you have been against our marriage for a long time, but Louis told me that he doesn't care about my family background or your opinion. He even said he prepared to sever ties with his family to be with me. There's no way that Louis would agree to break off our engagement. Are you doing something behind it? You switched my beard to make Louis and I break up, didn't you? Do you have any proof that I did it? I have no proof. You really are a rude woman to suspect someone without any proof. Now I feel more and more to not let you marry my son. We can put the marriage on hold for now. I just got out of the hospital, so I'm going to look into things now. I'll contact Louis and ask him directly. Do whatever you want, but don't get your hopes up. Louis dumped you, okay? Accept the reality now. Louis, I'm finally out of the hospital. I'd like to ask you something. Now what? Shut up, you low-minded person who can't even properly hold a wedding. We are having family time with Mom and Dad right now. Low-minded? You weren't someone who would say such things. What did your mother tell you? You're the one who told me all that stuff. You lied to me a lot. You're truly the worst kind of woman. I never lied to you about anything. What are you talking about? Shut up. Stop pretending to be innocent like that. Collapsing at the wedding is quite a creative idea, isn't it? Did you think everyone would pay attention to you and feel sorry about you? What are you really saying? I'm sorry for collapsing, being hospitalized, and causing trouble for everyone. I'm grateful that you explained things to everyone. Shut up! I knew what my mom said was true. What? From the beginning, all you ever cared about was my family's fortune. You fell ill at the wedding, and you were going to show off your infirmity and live without working after marriage, right? You thought you could beg money from my parents and live off then, huh? I knew it. People from poor families think dirty. What are you talking about? I never thought like that. It's true that your father is an executive of a big company and my father is just an office worker. There's a difference in family background, but I don't care about that. You said you would make me happy for the rest of my life. And we talked about becoming independent from your family after marriage and building our home together with both of us working, right? I was a fool then. I fell hook, line, and sinker for your acting. I even doubted Mom, who saw through the truth and warned me. I almost married you without believing her. I'm glad you did something stupid at the wedding. Explaining to relatives and the venue was tough, but I'm glad I don't have to marry you. What? Do you really believe in what your mother said? You were with me when I was discussing the idea of making all the drinks non-alcoholic because I can't tolerate alcohol, right? Despite that, my beer was switched to alcoholic without my knowledge. Don't you think something is strange? I don't think so. You switched it out yourself, didn't you? Even during the ceremony, I was right next to you the whole time. And even before that, I was so busy getting dressed and stuff, I didn't have time to switch. Besides, you saw your mother trying to force me to drink beer, didn't you? What? Are you trying to tell me that my mother switched the beer? I think there's a high possibility of that. You've got to be kidding me. Mom was always worried about you even after you collapsed. At first, she was against the marriage because of your family background. But right before the wedding, she gave her blessing and said she was looking forward to it. Really? That's news to me. I thought she had been against our marriage from the beginning until now. She's been pushing me to call off the engagement for a while now. She said you agreed with that too. You are saying it's all my mom's fault when you intentionally drink alcohol? I can't believe you. It's only natural to break off the engagement with such a wicked woman. Mom was willing to welcome you as a daughter-in-law, and you betrayed her. I see. I get it now. We are not on the same page at all, and there's no point in explaining to you any further. I'm done. I tried to love you regardless of your family background. I'm disappointed that you betrayed me like this. I'm disappointed too. Oh yeah? Disappointed because you won't get Dad and Mom's money. Someone poor and low-minded like you should stay poor for life. I'm sure you won't find anyone else once I dumped you. At best, you'll live on the bottom with your poor family. I didn't think you were such scum. It's a good thing we never got married. Well, goodbye. Don't ever show your face again. Of course, that's my intention. If you show up, someone scarier than me will go. Huh? Hey, what do you mean? Hey, Patricia! Linda? You know, you are not my mother-in-law anymore. What on earth do you have to call me for? Explain what's going on! There are about 10 scary-looking guys in front of my house. They're all shouting my name at the door. Oh, I see. That sounds scary. Don't play dumb. You did this, right? They are saying something about the wedding. It wasn't me. Well, I can't say I have no idea. What? Don't hold it back. Tell me quickly. Even if I told you, there's nothing you can do about it. Apologizing won't help. Many people are even angrier than I am about the wedding. I'm sure those guys got together for their own good. So, you know who they are? Probably they're brothers of my mother. Huh? Brothers? There are too many of them. I don't believe you. Well, I mean they're not real brothers. Those people are my mother's old friends. Your mother? I thought she was a housewife. How can she be friends with people like them? She's a housewife now, but when she was young, she was a famous gang member. After starting a family with my dad, she left the gang, but she still has numerous brothers. When she says one word, about 10 of them fly in instantly. Then they were sent by your mother, weren't they? Tell them to go home now. Oh no, that's impossible. Why not? Tell your mother to stop this. I mean, you're the one who told your mom to do this. My mother is doing all this voluntarily. She has a principle that her daughter should not be involved in such rough stuff. Rough stuff? What are they gonna do to me? They've been kicking and slamming my front door. They're really violent. My mother was furious when she heard I was forced to drink beer at the wedding. She investigated various things using connections with people at the wedding. It turns out that someone had switched out my beer. They caught her on the security camera in the kitchen of the wedding hall. This person was almost sending me to the afterlife, and my mother wanted to make her pay for her actions. I heard she was seriously furious. I felt sorry for the suspect because she was about to get roughed up. I knew it was you, Linda. It wasn't me. Hurry up and make them leave. And you didn't just swap the non-alcoholic for regular beer. Come to think of it, no matter how weak I am with alcohol, One beer is not fatal for me. It's just too strange. Linda, you mixed vodka in my beer, didn't you? I am not a regular drinker, so I didn't notice the strange taste right away. A stranger entered the kitchen, which is only open to staff, and put some foreign substances in the drink they were serving. This is a serious matter for the venue. Moreover, after I collapsed, you told all my relatives about the incident. After that, relatives who like to gossip similar to you seem to have leaked it to the media. The venue, which wanted to settle things quietly, had no choice but to make an official announcement. Everyone holds a grudge against you. What? No way! Why me? It's not my fault. The proof is already up. You planned this to prevent Louis and me from getting married, didn't you? Not only you switched the drinks, but you also lied to Louis. I'm sure you must have been very happy that it worked out so well. But every bad thing has to come out sooner or later. You're the one who's at fault. Despite being from a lower-class family, you dared to pursue marriage with your dear son. Your lack of understanding of social status is the problem. You seem to be very proud of your social status, but if you become a criminal, it will affect your husband's work, right? I'm not a criminal. I collapsed from acute alcohol intoxication due to the alcohol you concocted. I was on the verge of life and death. This is a serious attempt murder. All right, I apologize for putting you in the hospital. Do you want alimony? Then I'll pay you whatever you want. So get them away from me. I'm desperately barricading myself in right now. The door is about to break down. You're the one who will be hospitalized. Nobody can stop my angry mother. You'd better not resist in vain. If things get out of hand, she might end up laying hands on your husband and Louis, you know. Oh no! Oh, the barricade! It's breaking! Patricia, it was Mom who was lying. Everything was set up by Mom to stop our marriage. I'm sorry I doubted you. Hey, let's start over. Let's register our marriage now, okay? Marry the son of a criminal? Don't make me laugh. I'm sure you contacted me in a panic after Linda was taken away. I don't have any feelings for you anymore. Don't say that. We promised to cut ties with my family if things got tough and build our own family, right? My dad's in some kind of trouble with some people at work, and it seems really, really bad. I think I should get out of the house and be with you while I still can. So, please do me a favor. The only person you hold a grudge against is my mom, right? You still love me, right? Right? Are you serious? You never once came to visit me while I was in the hospital, and even after I got out of the hospital, you didn't trust me. And you said a lot of things about me and my family, like we are poor, low class, and so on. That's because my mother lied to me. Even so, I wouldn't want to be with someone who can abuse others with such foul language. At that point, all my feelings for you are gone. I'm really glad I didn't marry you. Oh no! So, goodbye. Oh, and when Linda comes back, please tell her that I'll charge her as much as I want for alimony. Linda was given a harsh lesson by the man my mom sent, and she came home regretting all the things she had done. After that, based on the evidence my mother found, I filed charges against Linda for attempted murder. Naturally, I also demanded alimony. It seems Linda intended to rely on her husband's money to pay compensation. But because of the incident, she was forced to divorce her husband and she was unable to pay. So, one of my mother's brother introduced Linda to a job. And now she's working live-in jobs, paying off the compensation. Even after that, Luis persistently tried to reconcile with me. But after my mother's brother went to greet him, he never contacted us again. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.